Hello, I'm Matthew from Ludovox, and today I'm going to give you an overview of Time Arena. So Time Arena is an arena game. What a surprise! And it's time-driven. So it is a game for 2 to 4 players, ages 10 and up, and it plays for around 10 minutes. Rather, exactly 10 minutes. So we play for exactly 10 minutes because there is an app, and it gives each team or each player 5 minutes to kill the other team. How do we do so? We do so by basically removing the 6 energy crystals from our totem or the opponent's totem. If we destroy the opponent's totem, we win the game. There is another way to win the game. It's if the opponent runs out of time, we win. So we are going to alternate turns. We are going to take turns. And when we take turns, time is fleeting for us, but not for the opponent. So if we think too much, if we are like very strategy oriented, we're going to lose time thinking about our strategy and not acting. So this is very important. And the other thing with time in this game is that the units that we have here, they are driven with time. And I'm going to explain that in a minute, but basically if a unit is KO'd, it cannot go back on the board because it has to recover for a certain amount of time, which is driven by the hourglass. So the units have powers and stats. So let me show them to you. So every unit has 4 relevant information, 5. You have a color which matches the color of the hourglass. You also have an attack and defense score and a power, a special ability. And finally, you have the movement speed. And the movement speed is on the top of the figure. You have some notches, and for every notch, you have 1 movement point. So this unit would have 3, this unit would have 2, and this unit would have 1. There is only 1 notch. So how do we act in a turn? So first, when we launch the game, we have to launch the app, and then we know who is acting first. So in this case, black is acting, so I'm going to act as black. So what could I do as the black player? I could basically summon units on the summon points. I have to activate at least 1 out of my 4 units, and I have to activate a maximum of 4 units. I cannot activate a unit twice, a same unit twice, before passing on to the opponent. So for example, I could summon the units on the board, so I could do this. I can do that, and if I feel confident enough, I can just swap to the other player, and the other player would be like, what should I do? I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do that, and pass on to you. And we're going to do that back and forth a lot of times, but time is running, so we need to be quite quick. We can also move, of course, and we could also attack. So for example, if it's white turn, it's the white player's turn, so I'm white here, and I could attack this player. So I'm going to roll a die, and depending on the die roll, it's going to basically have some consequences. The cross is a failure, the KO is an instant success. So what does it mean if I fail? I attacked, I activated for nothing. If I do a KO, I just basically move the unit, the KO'd unit, to its command zone, and I flip the hourglass. So this is very important because that unit is not going to be able to go back on the board until the end of the timer. You can also manage this timer with the app. So you can just click, and you can see that this timer is 60 seconds, and the red one is the biggest one, the longest one. It's going to be 90 seconds. And you're going to have 30 seconds for the yellow one. So you want to basically be prepared to lose the small units, but not too much, because you want to get as strong as possible and to gain time in which you can go kill the enemy totem. On your dice, you can also have figures like +0, +1, +2, and these are going to be bonus strength to go beyond the opponent's defense score. So now how do you damage the enemy totem? So if you are on the farthest line from your totem, so the back of the board, you're going to be able to attack the totem, and it has a defense like anyone. So you're going to roll a die and just match your attack against the totem's defense and discard accordingly. So if you do a KO, it's an instant success plus some bonuses. So if you destroy a totem, you win. And if you ever do critical misses with the cross, you're going to move on this track. And this track is very good because it can give you benefits. You can spend all of this to gain one of the benefits. So the benefit you are on or below. So you can improve your dice, you can even heal the totem if you have lost some health on the totem, so it's kind of good. So the game will continue. We're going to take turns until either a totem is destroyed by losing its last crystal, or a player runs out of time. In this case, we have a winner, and basically that's it. So that's it for the basic rules of the game. So the units all have different powers, such as distance attack, riposte, AoE, so area of effect attacks. You're going to discover that in the game. Basically, this is the A side of the board. It's kind of easy, and you have another side, the B side, with teleporters, updated victory conditions, and you can also make the game a bit more complicated by creating your own army at the same time as the opponent. Well, you know almost everything there is to know about Time Arena, so as you can see, you have to manage your time actually in-game and when your units are out of the game. So bye-bye and see you on Noodlebox.